Hi friends, today we're going to create physical planners together. I'll show you how you can create the entire planner with the cover, with the internal pages, as well as how you can bind it all together to have something that will look like this in the end. Now, these planners will be for 2024. All pages will be dated. So I'll also show you how you can quickly create your own inserts on Planify Pro, how you can print them out, and how you can bind everything together to end up with a physical planner which you can also sell on Etsy or your personal online shop. So let's get started and let me quickly show you what you will need to create this planner. So first, what you will need is Planify Pro to create the planner inserts as well as the cover design. Then you will need a binding machine. So here, this is the Cinch I have here. Then you will also need some sticker paper to print out the cover design. Then you will need some cardstock for your planner cover. So I can show you here about the thickness. It looks about like this. This one's 1.6 millimeters. It bends like this. And it is quite sturdy once you bind it in your planner, so you can barely bend it. It's quite sturdy, as I mentioned. And you will also need some paper to print out the inserts. Here I am creating this planner in the A5 format. So I have pre-cut A5 paper here, but you can also use half letter size if you're creating half letter size planners. Then lastly, you will also need some wires. Now I have two types of wires here. Okay, so this one's 20 millimeters and this one's 31 millimeters. So let's first start the process by designing our inserts on Planify Pro, print them all out, included the cover. And then I'll show you how you can bind everything together as well as how you can create the hardcovers. So here I'm on Planify Pro and let's first create the internal pages for our planner. Now I have already created a pre-made template for you which you can open up and then also print or also further customize. If you go to the search for planner page right here, you can type in planner booklet like this. And you will see different kinds of templates appear. Now the template we'll be using for this tutorial is this one right here. So this one right here. Click on it and then open it up. This is the very first page and then it continues with a calendar page, more calendars and so on. Let me quickly explain you how it works. Now this is the first page and here on the right side this will be your very first page after you open up your hardcover. So this is what you will see first. Then here on the other side is just an empty page and this page here will be all the way back in your planner. Okay, so your front cover, your very first page should look something like this. You can also leave it empty on both sides if you wish, and then the planner will start on the second page. So here I am on page 2. So on the left side it starts with January, then it continues on to December on the right side, and then it goes on with vertical calendars for the entire year of 2024. And then after that it starts with the very first month, January, which is a monthly overview. It goes on with a monthly calendar and then it starts with a dated weekly planner. So every single box here is dated. So you see there are about 4 weekly pages in January and then it goes over onto February and the entire cycle repeats itself again all the way down until December. Now the great thing here on Planify Pro is that you can customize everything you see here. So if you like the structure, how it is right now, you can leave the structure itself, but you can also just further customize the color, the font, and the overall layout of the planner. You can also choose a new weekly template if you like. So let's say you like the planner but you just would like to change the weekly pages. What you can do now is go to Template, Starter, and then here you can look for something called Starter Weekly Dated. And then here you will see additional weekly, and then here you will see additional templates which also have date flags like you see here. So these here we call date flags. If you now, for example, would like to apply, let's say, this very first template right here, please do not directly click on this template. Please do not. Please always click here on skeleton. So we could just pull in the skeleton like this. You see, it kept the overall color, the font and everything. It just took over the widgets and the layout. You can also check out all the other templates. Maybe if you like this one, you can also apply this one here, or this one, or anything else. So feel free to play around, check out all the templates we have here, and then pick one you like. Of course, you can also further play around with the widgets. You can also customize them. So for example here, if you want to replace this one with a grid, you can do that as well. Or if you want to replace it with a to-do list, you can do that too. Down here you can choose different kinds of icons. You can change the colors. What you can do is you can also play around with the styling. You can have it in around the corners, something like this, or something more minimal. You can really play around with everything here, as well as the colors here. The outline color is the color of the widget. Then the header color is the color you see here for the header, and the line color are the lines within the widgets. So you can also play around with the color combinations. Here we have different kinds of color combinations you can apply. We also have different kinds of color combinations here. Then once you have made changes to your weekly planner and you want to apply this exact design to all the other weekly pages, what you will need to do from here is go to apply this page to, and then here you want to select every single weekly page in the planner. So basically you would select this page right here. These are the weekly pages. Okay, so you would select every single weekly page in this planner, and then you would click on skeleton and style. Once you click on it, it will run through each page and it will apply your new design without messing with the date flags. The date flags will all still be correct, as you see here. And this is how you can make changes to your planner. Again, let's say you want to go here to edit layout. Let's say you want to add additional boxes like this. Maybe in here you want to add a to-do list or a grid. Maybe no header like this. Maybe you also want to add some patterns, which I do not recommend, by the way, but you can. And let's say you want to apply this now to all the weekly pages. You would again select all the weeklies, click on skeleton and style. It will apply this design to all the pages. If we go back here, we check this weekly page. Okay. Here is another one. You see that it now has applied it to all the weeklies we had selected. And this is how you would change the internal designs to fit and match your personal branding or style. You can do the same for the calendars as well. You can also make changes to this page, and then if you want to apply to all the other calendars, then again go to apply this page too. Then here you want to just click on the calendars. You want to just select the calendar here, January, February, March, and so on. And then you want to click on skeleton style, and then you will apply this design to all your monthlies. Then once you're happy with your planner and you're ready to export and print it out, go to Save Export, Export. Then you want to go to All Pages, Paper. You want to check on what paper you're printing the planner out. Now, as you see here, this planner is for the A5 size. And as I mentioned before, I will be printing out the planner on pre-cut A5 paper. If I were to print it out on A4 paper and then trim it in half, I would select this one right here. If I were to print it out on US letter size paper, I would select this menu right here. Then after you have selected the paper size, you then want to click on Rearrange Pages for Ring and Disbound, so have this menu here selected. And then you want to click on Batch Generate PDF to create a PDF file. Now let me quickly mention to you that the A5 size is something very specific to Europe and Asia, and if you're based in the United States, you might be more familiar with the half letter size. So let me also quickly show you how you can transform this entire planner in the half letter size. What you want to do is go here to the sizing menu, go to size, and then here you want to type in or look for the sizing called half letter page. And then you want to click on this one right here, half letter page. It will resize you the template into that sizing. And then here on the left menu, you will see that the size is correct. However, all the other pages are still stuck in the A5 size. What you now want to do is you want to click on Fix Sizing right here. You want to select half letter page size, and then you want to click on Apply the size to all pages. What it will do now is it will run through each single page and it will resize every page into the half letter size page. Okay, it now has finished resizing every single page, and every single page should now be the half letter size page. Then again, to export, go to Save Export, All Pages, Paper, then choose if you're printing on pre-cut half letter page or if you're printing on US letter page and then trimming it in half. Then you want to select this menu right here and then click on Batch Generate PDF to create the file. So here I have already created it in the A5 size, so let's check it out. Click on Download PDF, and this is how the planner looks like. Now all you need to do from here is save this file to your computer and then open it in Adobe Acrobat Reader and print it out front and back. So let me quickly save this planner onto my computer. I'll call it A5 Planner Inserts 2024. Save it. Here it is in Acrobat Reader. Now here you want to print it out front and back. If you have a duplex printer, you should see a menu to automatically print it out front and back. However, I do not have a duplex printer, so I will be printing all the odd pages first. Then I will reinsert the pages into the printer, and then I will be printing all the even pages. If you're printing on A5 paper or half letter size paper, also do not forget to tell your printer that you are printing on A5 size. So here you can click on Page Setup, and then here you can choose the paper size. So I am now going to print on A5, so I will tell it that my paper is in the A5 size. Okay, and then here you can leave it for custom scale at 100, but I recommend you to maybe scale it down to 98% to make it a tiny bit smaller so you can make sure nothing is getting cut off from the edges. And so now you will print out all pages front and back, and that is all you need to do for the inserts. Now next, let's also check out the cover pages. Those are very easy to create. All you need to do is go here to the hub page, click on Create a Planner, and then you want to go to the sizing menu and choose the correct sizing. If you're creating it in A5 size, click A5. If you are creating it in the half letter page size, select the half letter page. Next, what you want to do is you want to click here on Edit Layout, because you just want a blank template with nothing on it, just like this. So remove the internal widgets, and you want to choose a very nice pattern, something you like. So choose a pattern, and then up here, click on Full like this to fully display the pattern. We have tons of floral patterns, those here under Fixed Color, or you can also go to the custom patterns and then print out one of our custom patterns right here. We have them in many different kinds. We have many different kinds of design. We have many different kinds of designs, so I recommend you to check them out. You can also play around with the colors here. For example, select some different color combinations. And then once you choose the colors up here, it will also apply the colors here to the patterns. So feel free to play around with it. Then next, if you want, you can also go to sticker mode. And then also play around with our stickers. So if you want to add any additional stickers onto your cover, you can do that as well. Then what I like to do is go to widget here and then add in a button, just like this. And then I like to place it here in the middle. If it's hard for you to see, you can also click here on right page, like this. So you can eyeball it and hopefully it will be centered. Then you can remove the text like this, scroll down, make everything white. If you don't like any round the corners, you can also remove them here, right here, by typing in 0. Okay, then let me quickly choose a nicer pattern. I really like this one right here. I think it was this one right here I really liked. Then I'll also quickly change the color to something more muted, maybe like this. Okay, now we can go back to finishing our cover. So before I explain to you, you can also add in a square like this under sticker mode, and then you can go back to the text menu, add your text right here, maybe type in 2024 planner. Then you can go back to sticker up here and then click here on the AA button to change the font. So choose a font you like. You can also make the font bigger or smaller. Then here let's choose a 90% spacing like this. Then once you're happy with it, let's see, these are both the pages. On the left side, this one's the back cover. On the right side, this is the front cover. So once you're happy with the cover, you can then go to Save Export and then have this menu right here selected and click on Generate PDF to export the cover. Okay, let's click on Download. This is the cover. Then from here, you also want to go and save it to your computer. Let's call it cover 2. Then you want to go here, cover 2. You want to open it up with Adobe Acrobat Reader. And then from here, you want to now print out this cover on white sticker paper. So you want to feed the white sticker paper into your printer. Here you want to print it out on 120% scale. This one's a small tip. Print it out a tiny bit larger so you can wrap the sticker paper around the hard cover much easier. Under printer, you might need to select glossy paper if you're printing on sticker paper, and you might also need to select best quality. Okay, so these are two settings you might need to select when you're printing out stickers. So you want to print out both the back cover and the front cover on the sticker paper at 120% scale. Okay, once the planner inserts have been printed, it should look something like this. Here I have printed it all front and back on pre-cut A5 paper. And then here are the covers. So I have printed the front and back cover on white sticker paper. This is how it looks like. Then from here, what you want to do next is you want to trim all the sides here on both the front and back cover. So let's quickly do that. Just like this. And then next you want to take your cardstock and then you want to trim it down into the A5 size. Now before you do that, let me quickly show you here. It looks much nicer if the cover is slightly bigger than the actual printable. So what I would recommend you is to add a few millimeters to the top and to the sides for the cover. So here, for example, for the A5 size, I have made the width a few millimeters wider to 15.4 centimeters, and then the length is 21.6 centimeters. So it's slightly bigger than the A5 size. I can put now an A5 page onto this cover right here, and you will see that the cover is slightly bigger. Just add a few millimeters onto each side. So you would cut your hard covers, and then what you want to do next is you want to take your front cover, turn it over like this, and then place your cover in the middle like this. And then you want to take a pen And you want to mark down all the edges of your planner like this, okay? Just roughly so you know where the edges are. Then what you want to do next is you want to cut down the corners. Now, I do not recommend you to just cut down the corners like this. I recommend you to maybe leave a small angle like this. So this is what I recommend you to do. Hold the paper like this, and then don't make a 45 angle like this, but slightly go to 60 degrees like this, about like this. Repeat the same step for this side, slightly like this. You can just eyeball it for this step. Then hold it this way, like this. And then like this. And you want to cut right here. Well, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just need something that looks like this. What you want to do next is you want to peel off the sticker paper like this. Place it onto the table. Then next, take your cover and you want to place it exactly here to the corners, like this. And then slowly place it down and hope you center the cover within it. Press everything down like this. This is the front. What you want to do next is you want to fold in the long sides. So you want to do it best this way, like this. Hold it down, press it down, then do it like this. So with some pressure, press down the sides. Okay, this is how it should look like. Then do the other side. This first, press it down. Okay. Then let's do the short sides, like this. Press it down. And then do the last one right here. This is how it should look like. And doing it this way, all the corners should look very nice. And then you want to repeat the exact same step with your back cover. Okay, so we have both covers here. Then you want to take an additional sticker paper, just a white one, or you can also print it out with any pattern on it. And you want to put this sticker paper now on the inside like this. So you now will trim down the A5 size. Now, if you want, you can also take off a few millimeters from the sides here. So I will just take these both pages here and trim it down by a tiny bit. So next, let's peel the sticker paper. And this might be the most difficult part in creating covers, is to exactly align it here into the middle. Okay, I think I did it. This is how it looks like. Okay, this just makes it look much more cleaner now. This is how the cover looks like. Looks quite nice. It's quite sturdy. Then let's repeat this one for the other cover. Okay, it worked this time as well. All looks good. Okay, now that we are done with the back and front covers as well as the inserts, we can move on to punching the planner. Now, for those who are using this cinch with A5 paper, I can tell you exactly how to punch it. So basically, you want to pull this out 2 times, 1, 2, and then you want to take your inserts, place it in here, and then push down to punch it, just like this. And this is how it will look like. And then you still will need to punch the rest of here, but let's quickly punch all the pages for this part right now. So let's place it like this. So I will quickly fast forward at this point. It really takes maybe less than a minute to punch them all. Okay, so here all are punched on this side. Now let's punch the rest. What you want to do here for the Cinch machine is you want to pull out this thing right here. And then you want to take your pages. Then you want to put them right here, and there is a knob right here. So you can actually place it here and then push down the knob. So it falls exactly into the hole and it is fixed in there. So from there, you want to check again. You do not want to punch it exactly here on this edge. So we're going to pull out 5. Okay, so here it's not going to punch. So let me quickly show you what you mean. If I now pull it out, you see that it now has not punched the last hole here on the sides. And that is why you might need to pull out a few holes the second time you punch out your pages. Now for the cover, you want to do the exact same thing. You want to pull this one in, push back all the knobs, all the buttons. And then for this specific sizing, I figured out that if I pull it out by 1, 2, 3, 4, it will punch exactly here in the middle. So this is just specific to this sizing with this machine. But again, you will have to figure out on your end what works best. So let's put it in here and punch it. Okay, let's also do the back cover. Has to be punched this way. And then slide it all the way here. Insert it in here and then push down that side knob. You want to pull out 6 and 7 here. And let's push it down and let's see. Okay, this is how it looks like. Same for the other one. Okay. And there we go. And now that we have punched everything, we can move on to binding the planner. So here on the sides, you can now bind it. So let me quickly show you how you can do that. Now, since the planner doesn't have that many pages, just around maybe 100 pages, I will go with this one right here. This one's the 20mm rings. So what you want to do now is maybe first count how many holes you have. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 holes. So you also want to count it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 15. So you want to clip it off right here. And just clip it off like this. And then you want to put it like this. Okay. And then you want to first start with adding your inserts in here. You want to start from the back. Just like this. Take the next set. Then the last ones. Okay, all the inserts are in. Then you want to take your covers. The front cover first. You want to add it first. And then you want to take the back cover, flip it around, and add it in this way. And this is how it should look like. So what you want to do next is you want to turn around the cinch this way, and you want to pinch down or cinch down the spine like this. Basically, you want to press it down so we can press down the rings and close it here. Now, I think I will have to make this one smaller. I believe it's around ½ an inch if I remember correctly. And then you just want to cinch it down, so press down and close the rings. Okay, so this is how it should look like once closed, and then you can bring the back cover back like this and close it like this, and here is your finished planner. It starts with the belong to page, goes on to the calendar. This is how it looks like. Then it goes on to the monthly overview, onto the monthly calendar, the weekly pages, all dated. Okay. You can also print out some password trackers. So here in this bigger planner, I have created some additional password trackers. I also added a savings tracker. And then here I have also a monthly expense page. Then here are my daily pages I have added. Then I also have a notes section for notes. And then one for to-do. So here also have an initial to-do list. So feel free to print out as many pages as you like to create your perfect planner. So this was how to create physical planners with Planify Pro and with this cinching machine. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I hope I inspired you to create your own physical planners for personal use or for sale. Either way, if you have any questions, feel free to always message me on Instagram or Facebook, and I will try to respond to your questions as quickly as I can. Bye!